Hello dear learners, this is Dr. Sedhupathy, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. So today we are going to discuss about file access methods in operating system. So agenda for today's discussion will be like file access methods and the types of access methods like sequential access, direct access, and example for simulation of sequential access, other access methods, and example of index and relative file access methods. So here is the access method types. Basically, file is a fixed length of logical records. Whatever the file it may be, it actually stored in the directory or memory space as a fixed size length of logical records. So in general, file access methods can be categorized into three types. The first one is sequential access, second one is direct access, and there are some other access methods also available. Let us discuss with one by one. You know, Starting with sequential access methods, basically operations are like read next and write next and reset the pointer to the specified position, and no read after last write or rewrite access. From the diagram, you can able to understand the file cursor, which is the current position, and from the right side it is the end of the file, and coming to the left side it is the beginning of the file. From the current position, if you do read or write towards the end, which means the file pointer moves from current position towards end, and if you go backward, it denoted as a rewind of file operation. So from the diagram itself, you can basically understand how current position is moved forward and backward to the end of the file and the beginning of the file. And coming to direct access method. Here, the direct access methods are actually done reading n number of files or n number of bits, or reading content from the nth location of the logical memory. By the same way, write n means writing the content to the nth position or nth file pointer position. And the third denotes the position to n, which is also termed end. Cursor is actually moved to the nth position and do reading or writing or rewriting. N denotes the relative block number here. While doing file access by means of direct access method, here n is the relatively block number, and relative block numbers allows operating system to decide where file should be placed or not. And coming to the simulation of sequential access on direct access file. You know, from the sequential access methods in the first column, you can understand there are three different steps like reset, read next, and write next. Sequential access is like the file pointer is starting from one location, which is termed as current location, and it moved either backward or forward. If forward means the file access file method is moved one position at a time towards the end of the file, and if it is backward means file cursor is moves from the current position backward one at a time to the beginning of the file. Reset is current positions. Here CP means the current position. Reset means current position equal to 0. Read next means the current position is added with one logical position, which is current position equal to current position plus 1. And the same way, write next means write current pointer position is added with 1, which means current position equal to current position plus 1. So I hope you probably understand what sequential and direct access file means of and how it works actually. And coming to other access method, basically apart from sequential and direct access method, there are some other access method like built on top of base methods, generally which involves creation of an index for the file. Based on the index from the memory, the fast determination of location of data to be operated on the file access. So here the universal procedure code UPC is basically used. If the index value is too large, here which actually created an in-memory index, which an index of disk index. The IBM indexed sequential access methods are smaller index or smaller master index method points to disk blocks of secondary index. File kept stored on defined key, and which all these things indexed sequential methods are achieved by operating system. And virtual machine system operating system provides index and relative files as another example here. And coming to example of index and relative file system, here is the file name stored in the index file table as one column like Adams, Arthur, Asser and so on, and a logical record number is stored in the second column. So when a user access the last name of the file like Smith, the Smith checks for the logical record number in the second column in the indexed file, and it transfers the Smith and logical record number towards the relative file stored in the another file table. Here Smith locates as John, social security, age. Here these social security, age are stored in the file inside the file. And thank you for my dear learners for your patient listening. I would like to look forward you all in the upcoming topic. Thank you once again. Thank you.